everyone, welcome to today's lunch lesson live. Thanks so much for being here. If you're here, give me a little wave or a thumbs up. Today's topic is on freebie strategy. So this is one of my favorite strategies. I love using freebies to give something away in order to grow your email list, attract clients, all of those things. So stick around, you're not going to want to miss it. We're going to talk about ideas on different freebies to create, as well as how to use it to your advantage for marketing. So stick around, it's gonna be a fun topic. Tell me if you are watching on the live, just say live below, or if you're watching on the replay, just say replay below. I'd love to know who's coming in the day of and who's catching this on the replay later on. All right, so thanks, a quick shout out to everyone who voted in the group for voting on today's topic. Every Tuesday, I do a poll on what topic to discuss. So you can vote every Tuesday, or you can always suggest different topics. If there's a topic that you want to know about for your business, or questions that keep coming up in your business, let's talk about it. I would love to work through it with you. So feel free to suggest topics below, or you can always private message me, or send me an idea, or you can post, or you can comment on the vote on the poll every week as well. You can always add suggestions to that poll. So definitely let me know what is working for your business and what you have questions about. So the whole idea of the group here is to help us all grow, right? I really believe that with the right access to knowledge, we can all be successful. So that's the goal here. So I'm so glad you're here. This video is for mompreneurs, right? Mompreneurs and coaches. I love working with moms who are trying to build a business and build a family, right? That is who I am, and that's who I love working with. I love working with women who, if you are a woman, a coach wanting to help other women, right? I love supporting other women, and I love supporting other women who are also supporting other women. So I just think it is the year of the woman, and I'm declaring it. So I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, my name is Kristina. I have been helping businesses really for the last decade. I opened my first little Etsy shop in 2010. And have really been trying to promote a business online since then in different forms or another. My husband and I opened a little bike shop coffee shop back in 2014. It was really fun, and we learned so many great lessons from the bike shop coffee shop, right? It was so fun to be a part of our community, and such a great lesson in marketing. I say that's really where I got my marketing degree, because I learned what worked and what didn't, right? And so I got to make all those mistakes so that you don't have to. So definitely stick around to learn all those lessons with me. I would love to share that with you so you don't have to make those mistakes. When we, unfortunately had to close our doors in 2016, I really took it as my passion to turn around and help other businesses, because I really want every business to succeed, especially women business owners, right? I think if we can all rally together and support each other, I really don't want another small business to have to close their doors. So I want to share everything that I've learned so that you don't have to make all those mistakes, and you don't have to shut your doors, right? I really think every business is a learning potential, and I just want to help support everyone along their way. And I think everyone really can be successful. I think there's room in the market for everyone, and we can all support each other and help each other grow. So that's the goal. So since we closed the bike shop, right, I have been helping other businesses grow their businesses online and be seen. What I wish I would have remembered from the bike shop, right? Again, I say I learned so many great lessons from the bike shop. We really took advantage of two things at the bike shop that I think we did really well, and one was a freebie strategy. So we were really big on giving away maybe too much, right? That to our detriment, and so that's a fine line you have to walk. But a freebie strategy, we gave away free cups of coffee to get people in my door. It was very apparent when we opened our doors, right? I needed customers coming in physically into our shop. So we sent out mailers for free coffee. Come in for a free coffee, just see what we have, see where we are, come to our location, know that we're here, right? That was really the goal. So we did that a lot. Come in for a free cup of coffee and see what else. And I think that turned a lot of people into regular customers. We had a lot of regular customers who then would come back and pay for that cup of coffee, or a larger latte, or a bike, right? Or a bike repair. So That was our big strategy there. And I loved creating all kinds of different freebies. So that is one of my favorite ideas to do with marketing. I love thinking about something that I can give away for free in order to get people to come to my door, give me an email, some way for me to get them into my system so that I can follow up with all of my goods and wares and services later, right? That's really the goal. So I love a freebie strategy, and I love getting creative with different kinds of freebies that you can offer. We often say a lead magnet, right? I hate kind of using that term because I feel like there's so many different marketing jargon that gets confusing and means different things along the way, but it's really a way of you attracting clients, giving something away in order to get their email list or get their email address to build your email list. That's really kind of the main picture of how to use a freebie, right? That's really kind of the goal. So I love creating different freebies so that you can attract different clients, and we'll talk all about how to kind of create a different freebie, right? That's one of my favorite marketing tactics. So again, kind of at the bike shop, we did all kinds of different fun things, right? We did coloring pages. If you at all are targeting moms or kids, right, or moms with kids, obviously, a coloring page is a really great idea. So we did so many times at the bike shop, we created fun coloring pages with a coupon to come into the bike shop, obviously, and I would drop those coloring pages off at every daycare, elementary school, everywhere I could, right, that I would exchange with different businesses. You know, they can leave their business card, I could leave my coloring page. We put that everywhere we could. So that was another tactic, right, for a freebie strategy. If you are at all wanting local traffic, that's a really great way to think about. For anytime you're at a booth or an event, you really want to think about giving something away for free and obviously getting their email address in exchange for that. So online, this transfers really well, right? So you can have a freebie that people then sign up for your email newsletter in order to get that freebie. So I really love really thinking about what you can offer for free. So this will kind of get into the three. So we're going to talk about three things today about how to use that freebie. So the first one is, obviously we need to create the freebie, and you really want to think about something that you yourself would want. So you really want to think about, you know, something of value that you could give away for free. You know, you don't want to give away all your secret sauce, all your secret tactics, but you want to be able to give a quick tip, or, you know, maybe it's like a packing list, or, you know, just a self-care list, or, you know, something that would be of value that you yourself would want and that you would be willing to give your email address for. So this can be all kinds of things, you know, like a toy list idea, or maybe a recipe, or some kind of tips and tricks that you're willing to share for free that people would want, right? That you yourself would want. So that's really the first step, is to think about something that your audience would want and that you would be willing to give it away for free, obviously. So then the second step is really to set up a system in order to get their email. So I see this so much, right, that if you have a blog, or even if you're sharing it in your social media posts, that so many businesses are just giving it away, right? And you've probably noticed, right, that on Instagram or on Facebook, people are scrolling and maybe liking, but then they are gone, right? And so if you share a freebie there, like if it's a free picture or, you know, a PDF or something like that, people may take it and leave, take a screenshot and gone. You've gotten nothing for that freebie, right? So that's what I don't want anyone to do. You want to be able to get their email address for that freebie. So this might require a little bit of back end, right? But that's okay. You don't necessarily have to have a website. You could just have a landing page. But if you already have a website, that's a great way, you know, just create a page and have a little sign up and, you know, talk about how great this freebie is, and then here's the sign up. So the goal would be really to get people to that landing page in order to get that freebie, right? Your goal is to build your email list so that you can follow up later. So that's really the idea of the freebie, is to create something of value that you can give away, get their email so that they get the freebie, and then you can follow up with all of your you know, interesting, amazing services later. So that's really the goal of a freebie. So that's step 2, is to get their emails. So you've created this amazing freebie. The next step is to get their email. So whatever that looks like, you can use, like a landing page, like we said, or it could be your group. So if anyone, right, if you've been around for a while, I'm a big believer in Facebook groups. So if you have your own Facebook group, that's a great question to ask at the beginning is, do you want this freebie? Leave your email address. So that's another great way to attract leads and then get their email address and then be able to follow up. And then in the Facebook group, that's a great way because then they come into your group and you've already got their email address. So that's a great tactic to try with for marketing. So using a freebie in that way. And then the third step is really, so you've created the freebie, then you've gotten their emails. The third step is really that follow up, right? So if you say, hey, sign up for this newsletter to get this freebie, the next step would be to create a newsletter, right? I see this, it seems so obvious, but I see this so much that often people are building an email list and then they're never sending out a newsletter, right? And sometimes that can be overwhelming, right? And so a lot of people think, oh, I only have 20 people on my email list, I'm not gonna send them anything. But that's 20 people that have already said they wanted your freebie or have shown some interest, right? And I always say start small and build those habits so that it becomes automatic when you're giant, right? When you have 500 or 1,000 people or more on your email list. So you really wanna get in those habits while it's small and work out all the kinks so that you're ready to go when you're big and huge. So the third step is really that follow-up. If you say you are going to, hey, sign up for my newsletter, we share all kinds of resources and tips or whatever, make sure you follow up, right, and send that newsletter. And I even think sometimes while your email list is small or while you have a small following, if people are getting your freebie, there is no reason that you can't send them a DM and say, hey, thanks so much for downloading this freebie. What did you think, right? That starts an organic conversation about your services and offers and, that freebie itself. So those are all great ways to kind of start those conversations, but definitely that third step is the follow-up. And I always say, I have an email list video that I think I did as well, where you can, has some more ideas about how to do an email list. If you have questions on that, you can always ask me below. But whatever website host you're using, they often have templates for emails, right? So if you're not sure where to start with this newsletter or that feels overwhelming, feel free to ask me a question below, but definitely start with your website host, because they most likely, if you're on Squarespace or Wix or any of those others that are kind of a one-stop shopping, they have a template. So you can always start there with a newsletter template and then just kind of build it from there. But definitely you want to do that follow-up. So again, just as a quick recap, the 3 steps to really building that freebie is you want to create a freebie and think about something that you yourself would want and would be willing to give your email address for. Number 2 is to collect the emails. So make sure you have a system for collecting the emails, and then make sure that once they enter that email that they are taken to the freebie, right? Or that your email system sends them the freebie, or however your system is, right? Whatever is easy for you, make sure they get the freebie. And then the follow-up. So if you said sign up for my newsletter, make sure you send the newsletter. If you don't have a newsletter or you're not ready, I think just a quick follow-up, like I said, with the DMs is totally fine. Thanks so much for, downloading that freebie. What did you think? Or did you use those self-care tips? Or, what else would be helpful to your business? Or, whatever other tactics you wanted to start, or whatever genuine conversation, organic conversation you wanted to start is always a good place to, especially if they've shown interest, right? That's a great time to follow up and start those conversations. All right, so that is really it for our freebie. I want to say, if you are wanting to kind of brainstorm some more ideas on freebie, if you don't have a freebie and are interested, just say strategy below, and we can hop on a free call and talk about setting up a freebie and maybe some more strategies that could really help you. If you are stuck on what to post in your group or on social media, just say strategy below. Again, it starts with that free call. We can strategize together and talk about what that looks like. If you are at all stuck in your business, just say strategy below. I would love to help you get unstuck. I offer one-on-one coaching that I love to help you work through all the challenges of your business to really, I think that customized approach is really helpful to businesses, because we can be so deep in the weeds, right? And kind of stuck where we're not sure how to kind of find ourselves out, and it really takes that outside view and someone who's spent years working on this strategy. I don't want you to waste years like I did. Learn from those that have gone before you, right? Don't waste years in this trial and error, in this posting and hoping strategy, right? What I've really found over the last decade is that posting, unfortunately, just is not enough of a strategy, right? It really takes an overall approach and really having some other tactics involved, as opposed to just posting and hoping. Because again, right, you probably noticed if you're posting, people are scrolling, maybe liking, rarely clicking, but then they're gone, right? You've lost them. If they've shown interest, they may never see one of your posts again, unfortunately, right? So it really takes, I think, a little bit more and a little bit more of an expertise strategy that I've developed over 10 years to really help you figure out what will work better for your business. So let's hop on a call. That's the first step. You can just say strategy below. And again, I say waiting is expensive, right? You really don't want to waste those years or months or weeks or really, frankly, years stuck in this trial and error, right? Waiting, you're missing out on clients right now. You're waiting, you're missing out on money coming in right now. You don't want to waste any more time or money waiting, right? And the other thing too, I say, is that staying stuck is scary, right? So I think it's even scarier than taking that leap of faith. It can be scary to, talk to somebody new or try a new strategy, especially if you've been told a certain strategy is what you should do, or, you've always done it this way, or, you're just hoping that it's going to turn out. It's scary, right, to make a change and take a leap of faith. But it's far scarier to stay stuck, because what's the alternative, right? If you don't get help, you're gonna stay stuck. And I think that's far scarier than taking that leap of faith, even though that can be scary. So definitely, if you at all are wanting a little bit more help, or you're just wanting to get unstuck, definitely say strategy below. I get 5 to 10 leads, and I can guarantee getting 5 to 10 leads to your business every single day. So I would love to help you get that so that you can get hot leads, turn them into clients, and start making money. So definitely say strategy below if that's something that interests you. If you have a freebie, feel free to post your freebie. I think we would all love to support each other. I'd love to see what other freebies people are offering, and we can all get on each other's email list, right, and see what beautiful freebies you have. So feel free to share your freebie below, and we would all love to support you. So let me know if you have any questions at all. That is it for today. Thanks for sticking around.